Thank you, and I am so sorry that I cannot join you today, but I just want to congratulate the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners on celebrating its 125th anniversary. I am honored to receive the Caleb Benjamin Tillinghast Award, and I want to thank you and thank every board member for this great honor. And to Director Diane Carty, thank you for making this possible and for all of your great work. Libraries play an essential role in the development of our nation's greatest resource, our children. Thanks to you, MBLC really stands for Making Books Look Cool. Access to the internet is also like breathing to students, and the E-Rate has proven to be an essential program linking up schools and libraries to the internet. And I am very proud to be one of the original authors of the E-Rate program. In the early 1990s, my cousin, who was a math teacher in the Malden public school system, invited me to speak to her class. She showed me the computer, the one computer that she had in her classroom, and she told me that she wished it was hooked up to the internet. She wished that every kid could have access to it on a ubiquitous basis. And she asked that we try to do our best to ensure that every child have access to the internet. But for blue collar and poorer communities, it was just too expensive. And that day motivated me to find a way to help schools across our Commonwealth and country provide internet access for their students. It motivated me to make sure that every library had access to the internet, because preparing all Americans for a technologically driven future was what the original E-Rate provision was all about. My goal was to ensure that everyone, no matter of where they lived, could get access to the internet. And without question, libraries are the one place that everyone can go regardless of their age, regardless of which country they came from. They can go to the library. The E-Rate, which became an important piece of the landmark Telecommunications Act of 1996, has been the law of the land for nearly 2 decades. And the E-Rate has proven exceptional in connecting schools and libraries to the internet. In 1996, listen to this number, only 14% of K through 12 classrooms had internet access. Today, it's nearly universal. The same thing is true for libraries. The E-Rate democratizes access to the opportunities and technologies that lead to bright futures. Since the program began, over $42 billion to date has been committed nationwide, including over $588 million in Massachusetts to provide internet access for schools and for libraries. It's the largest educational technology program in the history of the United States, and I am very proud of that. And it has allowed the schools and libraries to deliver its incredible high-tech education to everyone regardless of age. In recent years, with technology expanding into nearly every facet of our lives, it became clear that E-Rate funding levels weren't high enough to ensure our students and everyone using libraries remain connected and competitive in this global economy. And that is why I called on the FCC to modernize the E-Rate program, and that's why I'm so pleased that just last year, the FCC raised the E-Rate's annual budget from $2.4 billion a year to $3.9 billion a year. And I also urge the FCC to modernize the program with a special attention to expanding Wi-Fi access. If coffee drinkers assume that there will be Wi-Fi in Starbucks, then students and library users should assume the same when they walk into their school's library or the library downtown. And today, for the first time in years, all across the country, including schools in Boston, they're receiving funds for Wi-Fi. The E-Rate program allows schools and libraries to be transformed from a bricks and mortar model to a clicks in model model for the new economy. Children are 22% of the population here in Massachusetts, but they represent 100% of our future. But libraries, they serve everyone. We need the kids from the poorest families, from working class families to be able to go to the library, but we need adults as well to be able to use these library facilities. That's what you do on a daily basis. That is why I am so enthused about receiving this award, because you unleash this tidal wave of interest in learning. You make it possible for Massachusetts to continue to be the leader. It is a great honor for me to be able to receive this award. Thank you all so much.